I left my partner, a femme fatale vampire, to investigate the matter of the giant cockroach cult, because frankly I couldn't deal with the killer bees they had hired to protect the site. I went to do some research in the library of the snake that eats itself. The librarians there are all feline-headed monks. Sooner or later, I fell asleep over the book I was reading and dreamed fitfully of a fisherman by a lake and a mass of cubist mouths that acknowledged it could not exist. I awoke to find that the librarians had hanged me in effigy. I had no choice. I fled the library, took refuge in a Finnish sauna, even though I could hear the evil spirits roaming outside, demanding to get in and get at me. I had nothing to eat but a bowl of ramen. I didn't grow concerned until the ramen began to feed on me. And this concludes another chapter of the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc novelization by John Grisham. Perhaps we'll continue that another day. For now, we have other things to attend to. Hey there, Dangerous Dave, welcome in. How's your night going? I hope you're doing well. Happy weekend, everybody. Yes, Cannibal Ramen. Because that, like most of the other things I just mentioned, were from previous games of the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc, which I know we've been playing for 6 weeks on and off now, 7 if you count the Library of Ouroboros, and it's finally time to wrap it up. Hey, Dangerous, I'm glad you're doing well, Dangerous Dave. Yeah, I'm having a decent weekend so far, making good progress on figuring out my taxes. They're a mess. Who wrote that stuff? Anyway, we'll figure that out. But, I should let you guys know, normally I stream on Sundays, but I won't be streaming tomorrow because there's some kind of industry event which I should, if not be present for, at least view on the television with some of my fellow grad school alumni. So, yeah. It's the Oscars, in case you're not from America. Yeah, exactly. Down with taxes. I mean, as in down with decrease the amount. Down with the government, maybe decrease the amount of government a little, except, I don't know, shortages of government workers are leading to inefficiency in some areas, so up with government? Moderately increase certain areas of government and be judicial with taxes. I think that's a good rallying cry. Yeah, hard to see anyone get offended by that. But tomorrow I won't be streaming, so I'll move. I shouldn't be called into work Monday, so I'll try and do a makeup stream on Monday for missing tomorrow, and then we'll. Actually, I don't know if I should finish Nancy Drew and the Crystal Skull then, because some of the regulars on Sunday nights might not be able to make it on Monday. Maybe I'll play something else. Shoot. Should have thought of that. Well, watch my Twitter. I'll play something Monday evening, is the plan. Yeah, that's probably the best thing, and then we'll finish Nancy Drew, Crystal Skull, next Sunday. And, yeah, thank you to everybody who came out to my Nancy Drew stream last weekend, and then my They Hunger stream on Wednesday, which I know is slow going. I actually looked at some long plays of They Hunger 3 afterwards. I'm like, oh shoot, there was a sniper rifle and other weapons. I just didn't find them. So I was hopping around trying to take pot shots at sharpshooter zombie cops with a silenced pistol, being like, damn, this game is hard. I stand by that. So, the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. Hey, this has been a fun time. I've liked some games better than others, but I'm trying to think, were there any really bad games? I don't think so, even if there were some games that frustrated me, more or less intentionally. Hey, Itorama, welcome in. Yeah, I know. Sharpshooter Zombie Cop. In addition to sounding like a good band name, kind of sounds like it could be a, direct-to-video action horror movie circa 1990. And you guys should check out Itorama, who also streams. And there's a lot of more modern games. Sometimes been lurking in your streams, Itorama. How have you been doing? I know you often stream when I'm at work, so it's a good time to leave the stream on and go about my business. Trials of Mana. I don't know much about that one. Name sounds vaguely familiar. So, let's start. We're just going to be playing 2 games tonight, which I think are fairly short, because that's all we have left in the disc. This first one is called Snowy Castle, which I believe is about the time that a Belgian reporter's white dog took over the kingdom or something. That's my best guess. Well, that's good, Itorama. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Not too bad a weekend. It was a busy week. I forgot to mention that. I was at work late Friday dealing with situations, but kept trying to run out and get lunch, and then I would get called back and be like, uh-oh, another possible crisis. Watch this space. Then everything worked out all right. I mean, unless I get back on Monday and they're like, hello, you're fired. And I'd be like, damn. There we are. Oh no. This is much too small. That's more like it. Oh. Seiken Densetsu C. Oh, Secret of Mana. Oh, okay, so it's in that same series. There's actually Super Nintendo? Oh. You're finally awake. I'm still amazed you managed to sleep through the wind. Keeps me up at night. It's hard to center. Why don't you go make yourself useful and light the candles around the castle? Okay. So it was, what is the first Mana game? So was Seiken Densetsu the Japanese name, and Mana was the US name? Oh, okay. Here we have a shadow of a cat, but no cat itself. It's translated, oh, the Secret of Mana collection. Final Fantasy Adventure. Is the first in the Mana series? Wait, are the 2 series connected? What are we holding? Kind of like a flaming powder compact. Playing Nancy Drew, I must have powder compacts on the brain, because Bess Marvin had one. I haven't seen any danger here yet. But I'm sure that'll come. I haven't seen any snow here either. see, they just slapped the English Final Fantasy name on it for the English releases. Gotcha. Wow. Snowflakes look like stars. Just me tramping through the snow. Interesting. I don't know if we should go down there. Do you want to be playing through the whole Mana series at Arama? Maybe I should stick to the walls so I don't get lost. Am I lost? Let's see if that noise is... Yeah. God. Oh, the attack recharges faster now. That's good. That's cool. That's one of your favorite RPGs. I wonder if I should have launched this in a bigger window so it would be easier to recenter. The trials and then the remake. See how they compare. Now it's just shadows down there. But I think there's no way to open that grate. Or gate, whatever. Here. Yeah. The old secret passage behind the waterfall routine. I was just making Tintin references 5 minutes ago. Doesn't seem like you can open those. Only in the full version. This is only the demo. It's not called the Haunted Ps1 full version disc. And I appreciate the sound fades once they're lit, so... A lot of snow. Hey, I don't even have to have the fire thing open. Oh, it's gone out now. I get for opening it in the snow. I wonder if I have to go back inside and reignite it. Oh, there it goes. I wonder if there were any actual PS1 games with a similar snow effect. I haven't played all that much on the PlayStation. Okay. Got half of them lit so far. May I actually get light from this? I may need it. This is the same. Yeah. I wonder if we have to get up to the higher regions. Alright, we'll be in here. I hear one. Hey, RDM Havoc, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Good to have you in. Yes, it's another of the Haunted PS1 entries. A lot of PS1 haunting. Oh, that's good. If you think you're doing great, that's the first step on the way to being sure you're doing great. Yeah. There's apparently... They did another Haunted PS1 Demo Disc later. It's... like for 2021, and I think they might have done others. Like, it's going to be a whole series. At first I thought it was just one. Oh yeah, and before I forget, you guys should follow RDM Havoc, who's a variety streamer and tries out a whole variety of different games. He was playing a remake or remaster of Power Slave last time I saw. But you can download them for free. They're not physical discs, it's just a collection on itch. But yeah, they're all free. As opposed to back in the day when you had to go pay $5 for a jam pack at the local bookstore. I know, it would be cool if they were physical discs. Like, they even say on the page, the PS1 Haunted Demo Disc is not a physical disc. We couldn't do that. It would cost too much money, and then there'd be, you know, questions of how do you distribute the sales. What is this thing? It looks like an insect, maybe. Or maybe it's part of the tree. Yeah, we'll just say it's part of the tree. I hear it. Ah. Just over the crest. You see, he had turned around. It's such a big open space. Okay, there's the edge. $16. It's weird we haven't seen anything dangerous or really scary so far. It is the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc, not the vaguely atmospheric and graphically interesting PS1 demo disc. That has its own site. Yeah, for a game called Snowy Castle, you're not spending that much time in the castle itself. Yeah, exactly. Right, it's just a collection, kind of like pretending it was like a haunted or a PS1 demo disc. Still a neat concept, and showcase a lot of different developers. I can't get over how many PS1 style indie horror games there are. Did I hear something? No, I guess not. But if this were actually on the PS1, they'd have like a rumble function when you got near the candles. And there's probably one more on the ground, and we're going to have to backtrack with my luck. But for a second I saw a shadow on the wall. It's another one of those games with quite big levels. Hey, I think that's the last one. So, what do we do now? It's like 25 out of 24. And I don't think that's... Oh. Not typically how numbers work. You're finally awake? I'm still amazed you managed to sleep through all that wind. It keeps me up at night. Wait, is this just restarting? Why don't you go make yourself useful and light the candles around the castle? So... it looks like it just repeats. I mean, I could muck around a little, see if there's any difference, but... if things start to get weird the second time through. I like the sound effects of that blizzard. I mean, this is supposed to be a light source we're carrying with us for the darkness. This game isn't all that dark. I don't know, I'm kind of like... I could go through the whole thing again, but I'm not getting an indication that it's... you know, something's going to be different or that it's going to be more horrific this time. So... yeah, I'm kind of tempted to assume that that's all the demo is, and it just loops, and move on to the next game. Interesting game. Not sure if I would call it horror exactly. Unless there's some horror element I missed. So, we have one more game on the disc, and that is Until BIGLIGHT. Oh yeah, that's a little bit bigger right there. That's why it's called BIGLIGHT. There. Yeah, it's just about full screen. It's the middle of no light, and you've just been rudely awakened by your landlord demanding an extortionate amount of rent. You don't have the cheddar to cover it, so you've gone into the nearby neighborhood in search of odd jobs to scrounge up crumbs. Does that look good? Yeah, I think that looks good. That's the way back into the burrow. With how angry my landlord is, I don't think I want to confront them again without a rent. Hello, mouse. The hefty mouse behind the bar looks you up and down, their paw rapidly spinning a bolt of cloth inside a thimble. Hi there. Haven't seen you around here before. Surely you didn't just wander in from the trail. I live around here. Yeah? You just move in? I don't get out much. Fair enough. Not a whole lot to do around here anyway. There's something you need? Got any crumbs? Ah, just what I like to hear. A mouse motivated to work. I mean, assuming you're looking to work for those crumbs. Just give me them? Nah, we'll work like an honest mouse. Well, we have a bit of a roach problem in this cellar. They're quite huge. Would probably take a skilled swords mouse to fell one. So that rules you out. Hey, don't make assumptions. But I've got something more your speed, a letter that needs to be delivered. Are you familiar with 9 Lives? Really? It's the biggest chain owned by fat cats. You've definitely seen one at some point. They're everywhere. wonder if it's supposed to be like Five Guys. At any rate, there's one just further down the path here. That's where you're going. Take this letter and give it to the cashier. Hold on. It's pretty much full screen because it's got black bars on the top and bottom, it looks like. You were given mysterious letter. They'll be the ones to pay you. Don't listen to any pleas they come up with. They're a rampant liar. Who are they? No one. Don't go poking your snout into things. Trust me. Just hand that over, and you'll get something nice in return. Let me know when it's taken care of. Stay safe out there. I think the cursor is like a mouse's paw. I just realized that. Hey there. You're that new mouse round here, right? The one that does deliveries? I've seen you out there now and then, doing deliveries, just like me. Is that your side gig? Not quite. Oh, my friend, there's no shame in it. I'm a cog, just like you. I know your pain all too well. We're compadres out there. The everlasting chase for cheddar. It's so fruitless. I could use some help. I'm being evicted. No shit. Me too. Let's be friends. We're already co-workers. I hate that, though. What's that say? Whisker. Whisker is terrible. Just another dumb fat cat initiative cooked up to follow Hume trends. It pays the bills. Not enough, apparently. Not like you have much of a choice, anyway. Hardly any jobs out here, much less anything hiring. Damned if you do, damned more if you don't. It's nice, not having to work at one of these stupid shops like 9 Lives. But I don't know how good that really is. All I do day in and day out is sprint up and down, handing richer mice food they can afford for scraps of crumbs off the top. Oh, up and down the trail. I don't have to stop unless I wanna, which is really good. But also, it's not like I have to go out there. No one is making me. And no one cares about me out there. It's lonely. I miss camaraderie. I had a tumble the other week while I was running a delivery. Fell down a hillside. Steep. Really messed me up. Bounced off some rocks on the way down. Had a hard time walking, and the doc I saw told me it was going to cost a good hunk of cheddar to fix me up. I didn't really have much stowed away, 'cause I'm barely making crumbs anyway, you know. You can't save on that pittance. Plus, after paying for the checkup, I can barely afford to eat. And now, I couldn't get going to make more money, 'cause my job relies on me being able to run all over the place. Real shit sandwich, let me tell you. I tried to reach out to Whisker and tell him, I was working for you guys while this happened. I pulled myself back up on the trail and hobbled all the way to the end of my delivery still. Maybe they'd help front some of the cost, make me feel like they valued my work, appreciated the due diligence and finishing out an order after that. They told me I was the one responsible for me. So now here I am. I got some crumbs for drinks. I slowly limp up and down the trail for a few more crumbs, for some more drinks, and I survive. I don't feel like talking much anymore. Jeez. Zara, we didn't mean to keep you talking. Barfly mice. So, off to 9 lives. A note stuck to the door reads, "The Shoebox Apartment. Openings soon. Located in the scenic outskirts, the Shoebox offers luxurious living for an affordable price. For only 5,600 cheddar a cycle, you too can enjoy a roomy 6 square inches in the hottest new craze microboroughs. Contact us during BIGLIGHT to fill out an application. Please note that applications cost a half cycle's rent. Applications do not guarantee placement within the complex. Fee is non-refundable." Jeez. This whole thing's a real rat race. They lean lazily on the counter, obviously young, obviously extremely bored. They don't seem to notice your approach. You wave your paw a little at them, and they come to. "Oh, hi. Are you buying something?" "Letter for you." They shift nervously, averting their gaze from yours. What do you mean?" You hand them the mysterious letter. "Look, I don't have anywhere near enough crumbs." "Just a messenger." Sure, but first you, then who? What if they send someone actually threatening to my burrow? I mean, my parents' burrow, but I live there too, just not with them. 'Cause they suck. Anyway, I don't think I can afford that. You gotta help me out." "How? I'm broke." "Well, if you want to keep your word to them, you're gonna have to help. Otherwise, you're in trouble too. I'd say it's definitely your problem. They don't take kindly to people who can't accomplish what they need. I can't afford that tab. But I have a friend that I think can help." Why do I have to? Why does the hired muscle always have to be so dumb? Not like you're much muscle. You got yourself involved with, the biggest criminal boss this side of the Neverwood. Leaning down to the counter, they urge you closer. Their voice goes to a whisper. "No, the truth is that that jerk is right in the pockets of the fat cats and helping them keep a tight grip on any mouse colony around. My friend told me all this stuff. They'll get you in the loop. We shouldn't even bring it up here. Fine. Who is it? Alright, so you're gonna head out of here. Take a left. You should find a real small path through the grass that'll take you to a cliff. Then left, take a path to a cliff. Knowing them, there should be an old mouse staring at nothing out there. They know everything there is to know about this place. They'll know what to do about the barkeep. And I know you've got a lot of questions about all this, so I'm sure they can clue you in to what a mess this place is. Here, this is a note explaining everything. Just hand that over. You were given the hastily scrawled note. I'll close up early and meet you over there when I'm done. We'll talk more about what to do. This is exciting. If you say so. It is. Today might just be the red letter day we've been waiting for if you decide to help my friend. Anyway, I gotta start getting stuff put away here. Go get caught up. Good luck. I just want rent money. Oh, I see. This is all grass. That makes sense because mice are small. Older mouse. Well, hello there, Squirt. What can I do for you? I have a note for you. Oh, let me have a look. Oh, that poor youngling. I suppose you have a lot of questions, don't you? What's going on here? A force of monumental proportions, Squirt. The felines have swindled us time and again, but what's happening now is by far the worst swindle that they've ever wrought. What about the kid? The squabble between that child and the barkeep is nothing compared to what the cats have their paws in. The barkeep is only the beginning, I assure you. Do you understand how a system of control can wrap its meaty tail around a society of intelligent creatures? For the fat cats, it's a simple matter of disinformation, smoke screens, and silencing any squeaks of dissidence. A concerted effort set to establish complete and utter control of how we perceive reality itself. They've set their paws to creating a hyper reality in which we find ourselves immersed, a world so doused in the muddied waters of the true and the untrue that the lines between them are inexorably blurred, until we can no longer see the water we swim in. After all, if you can't know what is or isn't real, how can you make any meaningful change or fight injustice? How do you even know there's problems within the system to begin with? And those who dare to go against the grain find themselves quickly swatted down by the iron paw of totalitarianism. There's a reason our last attempt to overthrow our feckless leaders is called the Final Rebellion. It's a statement of what reality will be as much as one of what was. We've lost our chance to turn the tide. What happened? Infiltration, undermining, turning us against one another, creating insurmountable walls between us. An external group to turn a hateful eye upon stops one from focusing on the real internal issues. A dastardly plan to blind us with our own hatred. The barkeep was just such a mouse who fell, entranced by the siren song of the blame, a thought movement that placed all of the hardships of mousehood squarely on the shoulders of non-mice, excluding the felines, of course. Anger is far easier to harbor than love. The cats knew that and exploited it to its fullest. I'm still trying to track what's going on here. What did they do? Tell me, when was the last time you saw a rat? Isn't that a scary bedtime story? That's exactly what they'd want the younglings to think. But they were very real, let me assure you. Originally, the oak stood above all of the woods here, a guardian high above the tree line. The fat cats would have those they called lesser beings, with cold calculation, hanged from its branches. The tree of growth, they called it. We shed the weight of their burden upon us as a society to achieve greater heights, or so they'd have us think. The barkeep was the grim caretaker of this place, an ancient family home that they had themselves inherited. Eventually, the oak turned, in time, into an inn, but they couldn't keep it afloat after the issuance of cheddar. But with the advent of the den, no soul wished to venture this far, especially not for a fee. Desperate and low on cheddar, they turned the oak over to the fat cats when they expressed a keen interest in the location. The rats weren't the only undesirables in the eyes of the felines. One group is rarely enough to bear the brunt of such ire for long. Quickly, the oak became a harbor for all sorts of enemies of the establishment. Any who earned their ire began to quietly disappear. For a while, the mice brought here would simply be adjusted. No one was ever quite sure. No one was ever quite the same when they came back. It wasn't until much later that we realized that the bastards were making them infertile. That's why you have to stop them. Excuse me? You're an unknown entity here. I've seen you skulking about, trying not to be noticed. You slipping out in and out of that burrow like a spirit in the night. Going unnoticed seems to be a skill you've honed well, and it's something that could benefit all of mouse-kind tonight. Easily enough, you could slip into the oak, scale it, and topple the feline patriarch that hides up top, silently lording over us. His gaze never falters from this place here. The cat in the tower controls it all without raising a single paw. But they'd never see it coming. You're so meek, so modest in physical stature after all. Face it, you're the perfect mouse for the job. They've all taken so much from us, it's time we take it back. We can burn away the blight that has plagued this once great society. I don't know if I do want to just pay rent. Maybe I do want to topple the blight. Why not the kid?
They're too loud, too boisterous, too emotionally charged. They couldn't hold themselves together long enough to make it past the security in that oak. Not like you.
I just want to pay rent.
Rent, that's a good one. What do you think?
All the land...
Who do you think owns all the land around here? The landlord? No, they're just a patsy. They shake you down for your cheddar, a go-between for whenever things turn ugly. The barkeep's windfall from fat cats was more than enough to snatch up the land the felines had no interest in. Your rent won't ever be a worry again if we can take this first step towards a new tomorrow.
Fine, a new tomorrow.
That's the spirit. First things first, we're going to need some leverage to get the keys to the fortress of the oak. It may not look like much, but it's nigh impregnable. I have an idea. Go back to the Tin Can Bar. The barkeep always scurries off this time of no light, to meet with their superiors. Behind the bar, on the far side from the entrance, you'll find a false bottom in the last drawer. There you'll find our bargaining chip. Bring it to me, and we can set in motion a new dawn for mouse kind. I'll head towards the bar shortly after you. I just need a few more moments first. After all, who knows how many more I'll have like this, where hope springs eternal in a mouse's chest. Best not to deny an old mouse, long in whisker and brittle of bone, that much. Remain steadfast, Squirt.
So, very suddenly, we're instrumental in a mouse revolution. Is that the kid? Well, I didn't expect you to actually accept that. Sorry, I was eavesdropping. I finished closing the store and you two were so loud. At any rate, I think they're sending you after... Well, you'll see. I've glimpsed it before. It's beautiful. What is it? I don't want to spoil the surprise. I should probably get the hell out of here before the shit hits the fan. I think you're on the verge of kicking the hornet's nest, and I don't want to be around for it. Rather not be collateral damage. So, I guess... I hope this isn't goodbye, just a farewell, until I see you again in the big light. Hopefully, we'll both stand a little taller, as mice in control of their own fates for the first time in a long time. By the way, I shaved a little off the top of tonight's profit when I was counting the till. I know, you're toppling the... You're toppling the meowligarchy. Oh my gosh. But just in case you end up needing to pay your rent somehow, don't die up there. Ah, nice. Thanks for stealing some cheddar for us. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that the barkeep? Oh, of the barfly. "A long time no see. Did you just see the barkeep? They just left. Oh, Okies. Do you think they'd mind me snagging myself another drink? Another drink from behind the bar?" While you're back there, you decide to bring them up to speed on what you've learned about the oak. You assume they won't remember much of this anyway. I think that was a terrible decision. Well, unsure of how much of a paw the barkeep has in all this, they're wont to believe you regarding the rest of the tale. As you mention the bargaining piece, the barfly's eyes light up. They rush to the other side of the bar, open the drawer, remove the false bottom, and set the object on the counter. The Lord of the 100? A pungent odor fills your nostrils, a scent you've never before experienced. You feel your senses heighten. The barfly seems to sober up almost instantly. One of the few pieces of edible cheese left in the world. Anything else gets pounded into cheddar immediately by the cats. Barkeep's the only one I know of who still has a piece of contraband like this. They showed me it once when they were a little drunk. Guess it's some kind of family keepsake or something. Pawed down through the generations of mice. Never really thought much of it until now. I guess your story does check out. Felines wouldn't let something like this slip by them for so long without good reason. You ever wonder what cheese tasted like before we turned it into crumbs? Before we used it to trade material goods and labor, when it was just a simple pleasure we enjoyed with one another? Before subjugation? They trail off into silence, drifting into their thoughts. A strange impulse fills you, snout to tail, their words echo in your mind. Why was it taken from you and your kind? Surely there'd be just no harm in just... No, there's no option except to try some. Oh, really? Yeah? I guess you're already pissing them off, so... Might as well taste what our ancestors could relish. Hope it aged well. Here. You're given a piece of the Lord of the 100. As soon as it hits your tongue, you feel the room begin to shift. Oh my, psychedelic cheese dream sequence. A strange sensation overtakes your form. Your corporeal body detaches from your spirit. A higher existence comes into focus here within this moment. Your thoughts drift to the currency. What use is it? In this stream of emotions you feel peace. Your rent no longer looms overhead, demanding your subservience to a greater system that wishes not for your best interests, nor to care for you. The taste still lingers in your mouth, simply sublime. Eons of cheese eating wash over you, the natural state of things, your heritage. Why have we let them take it? What is it blocking you? What is it blocking you out of the past? It certainly isn't a law of nature. There's more of us than them. We outnumber them 1,000,000 to 1. Why is it that we have yet to converge, to take the upper hand? Why have we been so scared?
They couldn't take from us, and they shouldn't take from us any longer. They can't. Not today. Not anymore. They won't.
Yes,
Did you feel that? Hey, glitched vision. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the community. Did you feel that? It's like something woke within me, and I don't think it's going back to sleep. You should, take this and get out of here. Oh, thanks. You're low vision too. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's good to have you here. I'm zoomed in quite a bit with zoom text on the text here. You are given the Lord of the 100. A few bites smaller, but I think I need to go lay down. That was a lot. Good luck up there. I think you might be the only one who can change all of this. Mousekind deserves to be free. At first I thought they were having the important words in darker colors so we'd have to use them in conversations, but now I think it's just to call attention to them. I guess we go back to the old mouse. Is that? Oh, maybe that's a can. Oh, I see now. The tin can bar makes sense. Oh. Barkeep. You fucking Mickey. I know what you stole from the bar. Who do you think you are? You're coming with me. You pissed off the wrong cat. Looked like he killed the old mouse. Thank you for playing the demo of Until BIGLIGHT. The application will now close. Just as things were starting to get pretty intense. Interesting. Interesting concept. A little darker than Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. And I guess, but neither of those games were very long. That Until BIGLIGHT is especially interesting. Yeah, that's all I had planned for stream today. We've finally finished the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. 2020. There's another Haunted PS1 Demo Disc, but I'm sure we'll get to that eventually. So many short horror games. But, yes. Sorry, I kind of wish I'd saved the other short game, the Tasty Ramen, for this stream, especially since it turned out to be a good one. But I think that was a good note to end the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc on. And who doesn't love mice? I'll find somebody for us to raid, but first I'll tell you guys what's coming up in the near future. I normally stream Sunday and Wednesday evenings and Saturday late afternoons. But tomorrow I'm going to get together with some friends from grad school, so I probably won't. I'll just say I won't be able to stream tomorrow night. So I'll try and do a makeup stream Monday. But I don't know what I'll play. I'll probably find some one-off game. I'll announce it on Twitter. Then Wednesday, we'll finish the Hunger trilogy for Half-Life. And
next short horror Saturday, I think we'll play something. We haven't played a 2D horror game in a while, have we? I had a couple of ideas for old. We played Bogart a while back. Maybe we'll play Bogart 2 next weekend. And then next Sunday we'll probably finish Nancy Drew and the Legend of the Crystal Skull. So, yeah, I know, no more Haunted PS1 Demo Disc 2020 Dangerous Dave, but maybe eventually we'll get to Haunted PS1 Demo Disc 2021 and all those other PS1 styled horror games. Trust me, there are a lot. Like, I don't want to say every third horror game on itch, but just about every third horror game on itch. Yeah. That's what's coming up in the future. Let me go ahead and find somebody for us to raid. Any of you chaps going to be watching the Oscars tomorrow? I know it's a very film student thing to do. I wonder if until BIGLIGHT got finished. We're just playing a game about mice and rats, and there's a streamer recommended here named Rat. What are the odds? Where should I go find? I don't think we've raided Cobra Commando in a while, because she usually streams earlier. Let's go ahead and raid her. Didn't I say I was going to make a spreadsheet and keep track of who I had raided and who I should raid and that sort of thing, and then not do it? That sounds like the sort of thing I would do. There we go. Yeah, what is she playing? Octopath Traveler, retro-styled RPG. I figured. Most of the people I follow play a lot of retro-styled stuff. So, yeah, thank you guys for coming by today. And yeah, whether you're chatting or lurking, I always appreciate you guys coming to hang out here and watch the strange games and the horror games and the revolutionary mouse games. Oh, my pleasure, Dangerous Dave. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good Saturday night, and yeah, I'll see you guys Monday evening or whenever. Oh, and you can follow me on Twitch to see when I'm live, and on Twitter and MySpace for Steam announcements, and on YouTube for past VODs. I have all the links on my page there. Yeah, everybody have a good night. Say hi to Cobra Commando, and don't trust bartender mice, because they might kill you. I mean, I've never seen a bartender mouse that didn't try to kill me.